How was that first year in Lafayette?
So like you said, so pretty much all my life I played a lot of minutes, started.
Yeah.
So my like for me it was a turning point in my life because like that was the first time I ever like came off the bench and some
Yeah.
games I didn't play and everything. So I really wasn't used of it. And it pretty much was, as I look back, it probably was a learning point for me to be able to
Yeah.
learn and stuff, things like that. But so I decided to, after that year, I felt like, it didn't go how I wanted or how I expected it. So I decided to transfer. But other than that, like, it was a good program. I got along with the players, everything like that. But it just was, for me at that time, I was young. I was very young. I wasn't really mature yet. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I ended up transferring. And then that's when I went to a junior college for a year in Mississippi.
Okay, exactly. Because that's the thing with this, where we're in there, sometimes you don't get all the, basically all the numbers or
Mhm.
statistics. And because exactly, so you went to Juco 1 year to basically, can I say, prove yourself, get your swagger back, and all that before going back to D1
Yeah.
again. So, exactly. So, how was that? Because that's a tough decision to make, though.
Yeah.
Since you,
It really, I tell guys all the time, that's probably one of the points in, like, I really don't regret a lot of things I did out in
yeah,
my career, but that's probably one of the only things I do regret is I wish I would have went JUCO straight out of high school first and
okay.
then, you
Oh,
know, then make that transition because I feel like, that year it really set me down and I was in the gym a lot because, I
yeah.
went to JUCO, I was trying to get back to where I was. And, basically like the gym was like walking distance from where I stayed at. So I pretty much was in the gym all the time. And it just made me work on my craft. It just wanted, made me want to get better. And I feel like guys like, especially like in today's, college way, I feel like a lot of high school guys should try to take that JUCO route, especially if you know your body's not ready and everything. At
Yeah.
that time, I was like 185. So when
Okay.
I went to
Small
Juco,
forward.
yeah, yeah. So after like me going to Juco, I got to bulk up. I got to like 200. And I just feel like, it's just with that but you got to make sure you go to the right school,
Yeah.
especially in the JUCO route because you can also get lost.
Of
So I
course.
just feel like you have to be able to like do your research and everything like that. But that's one of the points in my career. I feel like I really wish I would have went 2 years JUCO instead of one. But other than that, like everything worked out. I still
Yeah.
ended up playing professional basketball. So I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
really
really no
worked
huge
out.
complaints. Yeah,
It really worked
it really
out.
really worked out.
But it's really it's an interesting point that what you just made right there. Honestly, I can relate myself now, right? But I'm 34, retired. But real quick, I
Mm,
played in Sweden, and I had the chance to go to D1, and my grades weren't good enough. But I got the option to go through JUCO, but that was in
uh,
2010. And
mhm.
I was a say 18-year-old stubborn kid. I was like, I ain't going through no JUCO, blah blah. I'm going, what I'm saying,
That's
all
that's
that.
that's the mindset I had. Mindset I had
Exactly.
was that
So it's so funny that
exact
you said
mindset.
it now, and I'll be thinking about it, of course, later in life. Like, damn, maybe I should just go through the route, though, actually go through the grind, basically, because it's some way, somehow, we get the fantasy of you just gotta make it to a D1 school, the
Yeah,
draft,
yeah,
life is good. But sometimes you gotta be able to pivot at the right time.
yeah. Everybody
And
got a different route.